Today, I want to share a story about a very skinny, shy, insecure kid. A kid who felt absolutely worthless and hated the way he looked. This kid was me, and I needed something to change. I got into fitness because I needed to put on size for football. I quickly started making progress, aka the newbie gains. I was hooked. I had never felt like this before. I was that dude who couldn't look you in the eyes. Glancing at mirrors and pictures was unbearable because I was afraid I would be disappointed with what I was going to see. I would get anxious with just the thought of talking to a girl, and bigger crowds would scare the shit out of me. Things were finally different. For the first time in my life, people were paying attention to me. My confidence naturally grew, and finally, I was somewhat okay with what I saw in the mirror. However, I had no idea what I was doing, which kept me stuck. Then, COVID hit. I got introduced to calisthenics.
We're going to be discussing calisthenics for beginners.
The thought of being able to do cool tricks while being absolutely ripped excited me. I was still consistent, but with my diet being all over the place, progress was minimal. Then I decided to go on my first real bulk, which was an absolute disaster. I ate so much that I gained 20 pounds in 3 months. I had gotten chubby and was back to being uncomfortable looking at myself. So I took drastic measures to change my situation. Measures that, looking back, are not advisable. After eating 1 meal a day and pretty much starving myself, 2 months later and 25 pounds less, I was back to being that skinny kid. I went from a skinny kid to a skinny ripped dude, then to chubby, all to find myself being that skinny guy again. With 4 years of minimal progress behind me, something needed to change. I started watching YouTube videos, I read articles, and I asked other people in the fitness space that I knew. I wanted to know every single detail. I even started my personal training degree. The gym was all I thought about, to the point where I sacrificed my social life and time with my family. And this is where things really started to take off. With extreme focus and dedication, follow results. And just 6 months later, I was in the best shape of my life. Here's the problem though. I was working out 6 to 7 days a week for 2 hours plus, doing additional cardio, and not really enjoying the foods I ate. Fitness was ruling my life. I did see results, but it was far from optimal or sustainable. With now having to juggle finishing my studies, my job, trying to grow my social media, and starting a business, I had to find a different approach. An approach that would allow fitness to enhance my life instead of ruling it. And that led me to get creative. With all the knowledge and experience from the past years, I figured out a blueprint, the reverse method. A system that allows me to spend 3 to 4 hours a week in the gym, do zero cardio, eat my favorite foods, have the freedom to travel and eat out, all while getting absolutely shredded. With recently competing in my first ever bodybuilding competition, all while growing my business to new heights, I can confidently say that I finally feel like I've cracked the code to being absolutely shredded while achieving other career goals and enjoying life to the fullest. I call myself the lazy, shredded man. I started as a skinny, shy, insecure kid who just wanted to feel better. I hated what I saw in the mirror. So I put in the work and changed that. And throughout the entire time, no matter what happened, the emotional roller coasters, the trials and tribulations, I was still consistent. Looking back, I am super proud of that little shy boy who didn't let circumstances or excuses stop him from creating the life of his dreams. Fitness changed my life. It gave me the confidence and evidence that I can do anything I set my mind to. It taught me how to be relentless, persistent, and delay gratification. It taught me how to think abundantly and gave me financial freedom. One thing became clear. The only limitations we set for ourselves are in our mind. It started with pain. I was running away from who I was. Now, I'm running towards something bigger than me. There is no mountaintop. I know how fitness impacts my life. but seeing my clients' lives transformed every single day at my company lazyshredder.com truly excites me to keep going. Social media is a powerful tool, and the mission is to continue to share my journey, lessons and knowledge to help and inspire as many people as I can along the way. You and I are not so different. You too can create the life of your dreams. Because if a little, skinny, shy, insecure kid from South Africa can do it, that means you can too.